Hi everyone, welcome back to Wilde Reads. My name is Dave. Welcome back to another quick video. This is a quick video because I know I've already done hauls part 1 and part 2 this month, and I really don't want to turn this channel into just something where I just constantly bombard you with new books and new hauls, because I think that could get a little bit boring. But I did want to check in with you all and just to show you some new books that I have got, and these are all classics. And they are all predominantly Anthony Trollope. So I'm subtitling this video, A Dollop of Trollope. Did you see what I did there? Blank Wall has now gone. This is now the hardback section of this bookie room. And so we've still got non-fiction corner over here behind me. Paperbacks are all now at that end of the room. And there's a special shelf just down here behind this camera that you can't see for proof copies and TBRs and stuff that I just haven't hauled yet. So it's an odds and sods shelf. So at some point, I know bookshelf tours are not everyone's cup of tea, but if you'd like to see a bookshelf tour, then please comment down below, and if I get enough people saying that they want to see a bookshelf tour, then I will do one. Well, let's get on with these books because I really don't want this to be a long video. Recently, in fact last Saturday, I was browsing through my subscription feed on YouTube, and a channel that I subscribe to called Books and Things had a new video. Books and Things is run by the brilliant Katie. Katie reads a lot of classics, and in particular she was highlighting the works of Anthony Trollope, and I shall link Katie's channel down below, and specifically her Let's Talk About Anthony Trollope video, which was fantastic, and even more specifically the books in the Barsetshire series which Anthony Trollope wrote. I've never really got into Trollope. After watching that video, I went and downloaded a couple of samples on the Kindle just to see if Trollope's writing would suit my type of reading, and I absolutely loved it. So I popped down to Waterstones to get myself a dollop of Trollope. So what I did, I got them all in these lovely cloth bound hardback editions. So I got the Wilde, which is the first book in the Barsetshire series, or more specifically the Chronicles of Barsetshire. So this is the Wilde, this was book number 1, and they are, I mean, there's no getting away from how gorgeous these covers are. Next I got Framley Parsonage, which is book number 1, 2, 3. This is book number 4 in the series. If I'd have thought about this, I would have done them in order, but I didn't think about this, did I? So this is Framley Parsonage. This one here is the last Chronicle of Barset, which is obviously the last one in the series. And they've got these lovely end papers here as well. So that's gorgeous. Then what did I get? I got Barchester Towers. I think I've been saying Barset all along. It's not, it's Barchester. Barchester, the Barset Chronicles, the Chronicles of Barsetshire. This is Barchester Towers, which is the second one in the series. And I've got one more here. This is The Small House at Allington. And I think Katie's done videos on a couple of these books as well. And I shall link anything that Katie's done around these books in the description notes down below. So this was number 1, 2, 3, 4. This was number 5 in the series. The only one in the series I didn't get was Dr. Thorne. The bookshop didn't have it, but I have got that one on order. This is my dollop of Trollope, or more than a dollop. Now, while I was in there, I have recently tweeted that I've never read his Dark Materials from Philip Pullman. Amazingly, I haven't read that. And so I bought, I have got these individually in paperback as well, but I bought this lovely Everyman's Library edition of his Dark Materials. So it's got Northern Lights, The Subtle Knife and The Amber Spyglass. I love these, look absolutely gorgeous on the bookshelf. When you get a few of these editions together, they look brilliant, and Everyman's Library does a magnificent job in publishing some of the world's greatest books. It comes with brilliant chronology and introductory notes. So I have now got in one edition his Dark Materials, which I do plan to read this year. I was going to read it in the winter because the bookseller in the shop where I got this said that, oh, if you're reading this for the first time, maybe you want to save it till the winter, because a lot of the first book is set during winter. But since I posted that on Twitter, a lot of people have said, don't wait for winter, just dive in. So I should be reading this pretty soon. And it is, when they're all together, it is huge. I mean, these are well over 1,000 pages. So I've got that to get into. While I was in there as well, I have got many editions of this book. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you will know that my favourite ever book of all time, ever, is Howard's End by E.M. Forster. So I got another edition of it. This is the Penguin English Library paperback edition with these lovely spines that do look beautiful as well if you've got a lot of these books. I've got this in multiple editions now, both electronic and physical. I've got hardbacks, I've got paperbacks, I've got my original paperback that I bought about 30 years ago for 10 pence in a jumble sale. And so whenever I see a new edition of it that I haven't got, I have to buy it. I just have to. I don't have any choice. Something just takes over me and I just have to buy it. Let's just leave it there. I have to buy it. So Howard's End, which I should be reading again. I haven't read this. I've read this about 20 times in my life. I used to read it every year, then I used to read it every other year, and I haven't read it now for about 3, 4, maybe 5 years. But anyway, I think I've read it enough times that I don't actually have to read it anymore because I've memorised the pages. But I actually haven't, so it's due a reread. So I will be reading it again. And there was a brilliant BBC adaptation of it that was on a couple of months ago as well, which I had to buy as well. So that's it. That was my dollop of trollop, my little classics book haul. I should be back on Sunday at some point with another video. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great one and enjoy your books. And I'll see you very soon for another BookTube video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.